Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The give to the lone running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Gators!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Boone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Florida! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now the play fake. Coming after it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, dime personnel package comes on the field, and they do their job, right? They take away all the throwing lanes, nowhere to go for him with the football throwing it, but they rally to him. They use their speed to not prevent an explosive play on the scramble. These guys probably now coming off the field in case this offense decides to go for it here on 4th.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Delivers to contact. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Tied at 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line.
Take over. First and 10.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about that?
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Touch pass on the run. Giving him his pads. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
That's reeled in. It's Harris. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They go to the ground. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that pass picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hicks. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They keep attacking through the air. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great and the play went nowhere.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Offense in an empty set. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the air and pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it up?
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will boot away to start the 2nd half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
3rd and 10, still back up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, going up top. Looking left.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around with the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on his block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hicks. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
They'll throw it on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch past the sticks. Off he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 8 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Offense in a bunch formation. The snap sets up to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Pulls and fired complete. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got 1st and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that. He's going to throw deep right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Second down coming up. Off the play fake. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and
The expressway is wide open. The 10. Touchdown, Gators. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Virginia, 21.
Looking for blockers. Smashes ahead. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on second down. DB's right up on the receivers, coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here's the handoff. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter.
Florida, 35. Virginia, 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hicks. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Discards a man. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Here we go. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He fires to the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Runs for the tackle. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man downfield.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abraham. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the back. He makes a grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're trying to get to it. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback base has to play with great timing because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
On second down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
6-9-1, Gators score. In blue.
They'll throw it on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wide out in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Touchdown Gators! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.